Rule's the same. You ask one candidate, one question, then you move on. And if I feel there's need for a response from the other candidate, I will handle that. Jeremy Pierce is here. He's an entertainer. And Dr. Garry Bredefeld, psychologist, veteran, and former Fresno City Council. He's also here. Hi, Gary.
Hi, Ray.
Go home. You've already done it. Let somebody else do it. Why you want to do it again?
Well, because I love Fresno. I've been here most of my adult life. Jeremy alluded to some of the problems we're all facing with crime and Prop 47 and prison realignment, with homelessness, with vagrancy, a lot of problems. And I live here. I'm not going anywhere. And I just felt it is time to get back and do some good things in this city again, and that's exactly why I ran. Jeremy's plan, he talks about 1,000 officers. He's misleading the public as though he's going to hire 1,000 officers. It's
200 more, not 1,000 more.
I know, 200 more. It's not going to happen immediately. Then he says it'll happen within 8 years. The fact is, we can hire 100 cops quickly, which is what we need to do. And selling unused vacant land is a good way to do that. Now, you do have to have an ongoing revenue stream, and that's why I talked about ongoing naming rights. He sought the same support everywhere throughout the entire community, whether it was the police officers or the Fresno Bee or wherever it was. He lost all of the support. We have all the support, and I'm proud to have all the support, and I'm proud to have the police officers and Jerry Dyer and Sheriff Margaret Mins and the deputy sheriffs, and they support me for a reason, Jeremy. They support me because they know my history of making the city safe, and we're going to continue to do it. Everybody knows Garry Bredefeld is an independent person. As they said, lobbyists said, Gary, we know you have friends, we know you got enemies, but we know you got no owners. And Jeremy, to criticize me for receiving support, for the very same support he was always trying to get.
But I never spoke out against it. I never spoke out against that support.
I spoke out against corruption.
I never.
And we're talking about, and this came from you people in email, it was kind of like the number 2 thing after hiring more cops, and I was a little surprised, but I get it, about why don't we have more parks, more green belts in the city of Fresno. And Gary, I'll let you have a piece of that one. The question I would have is, can we afford them now? Probably not, but go ahead.
Yeah, we absolutely need parks, of course. We've always nationally rated low compared to other cities. When I was on the council, we got Selma Lane Park, which is there, a beautiful park by Shepherd and Maple. We had another park along Alluvial and Maple. We built an inline skating park right next to Kaiser Hospital.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yep,
Yeah.
I was there when we got that built. And so we have built parks, and we need to continue to build parks. And when I get back on the council, we're going to continue to build parks in Northeast Fresno as well as throughout the entire city.
This is a #1 business in the state, voted one of the top 10 Elvis businesses in the country.
Jeremy, I don't dispute. You're an Elvis impersonator. You do a good job at it. People like it. I don't have any problem with that. I said that's what you are.
Is that a lesser business, Gary,
no,
to you?
No.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Okay.
I've never said it is. You are an Elvis impersonator. I'm a clinical psychologist. That's what we do. How does this have anything to do with the real issues facing the city?
It doesn't at the moment. That's why I want to move on.
But that's exactly Jeremy's campaign.
I mean, I agree. Character has a lot to do with this.
You bet it does.
And it's a 7-member council and a mayor, and you have to work with all those people. And if you're screaming at them and belittling them, you're going to be an island, Gary, an island.
Nobody screams. And you can say this all day long, Jeremy. It's not true.
When we come back, all right, your question.
Who do you support for mayor?
Jeremy has tried to get me involved in this mayor's race, and I've said all along, I'm not getting involved in a mayor's race. I'm running to win my city council race, and whoever comes in through that door, and both men are fine people, both men are qualified, highly qualified, and whoever walks in that door in January, that's the man I'm going to work with. And, attacking one or the other, which you've done, and I have not done, I'm going to be working with whoever's there. I respect Lee Brandt, I respect Henry Perret, and they both have accomplishments, and they're both things that I agree with, and they're both things I disagree with, but I'm not getting into that race. I'm running my race. The city does have total exposure because they gave some people bottled water, and they ignored other people, and then they gave other people confusing messages about what was happening. We should not be giving people loans. The city is exposed. Some of these people can't afford loans. If it's not their fault, why should we be giving them loans? In some cases, the city is going to have to just accept the responsibility and fix the pipes. And we'll determine who and where and when. But the fact is, giving people loans is an absurd idea.
What do we do now, Gary, for people who are drinking lead right now as we wait for litigation to play out?
Who's drinking lead?
Over 100 homes in our district have high exposures of lead. They could be ingesting lead.
That's been proven?
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely.
No, there's been some people who have had exposure.
There aren't over 100. There
Yeah,
aren't
but it doesn't mean
one-
they're drinking the lead, though, Jeremy. I mean, it could be in
or
their
bathing
bathroom
in lead,
faucet.
whether it's drinking lead
Yeah.
in the water,
Well, when
bathing
you say
in
drinking lead, that's serious.
drinking water with lead in it, or bathing water with lead in it. What do you say now as the litigation plays out, and these people are bathing in lead right now? What is your plan to help
Well,
them right now if you don't want to give them
What-
loans?
What they no, I'm not. The city shouldn't have. They shouldn't have to take out a loan if the
But what
city
do
has
they do,
exposure.
Gary?
The faucets should look at to be replaced because, as the expert said, some of those faucets are outdated. I'm a person who has been serving people throughout my entire life, whether it was serving this nation as a naval officer in 1985 or it's serving veterans who served in Iraq and Afghanistan for years. I've been doing that for 24 years, and I intend to do the same thing. We talked about my passion. I'm a passionate person for the city, and I want to turn the city around again. Sheriff Mims, Police Chief Jerry Dyer, the police officers, the firefighters, Mayor Ashley Swearingen. I have the support of these people because they know my history of doing things with honesty, with integrity, and always being a strong advocate for the people that elected me. I will never forget and never did forget who I was serving, the people in District 6.
Paid for by Bredefeld for Fresno City Council.